What's up, YouTube? Welcome to another episode of my vinyl collections. Before I start, I know I did not finish the questions from the Q&A. My next video is actually going to be on that, so stay tuned for all of that, because I did not forget about Q&A. I've just been busy with a lot of stuff lately. I picked up a few vinyl records over the past month and a half, so here it goes. Some of these you're going to be surprised that I got, though. First record I got is The Doors' first self-titled album, released in 1967 on Elektra Records. You guys should know who the Doors are. I think I mentioned them a couple of times on my channel. Jim Morrison, um, Jim Morrison, what's that? Sorry, I got you a little bit. Ray Manzarek, I can never say his last name right, I don't think. Robbie Krieger and John Densmore. Yeah, this was this album is one of my favorite rock albums from the '60s. Like, it's psychedelic rock at its finest, mixed in with bluesy rock. The label is Elektra Records, by the way. Singles album is known for Break On Through the Other, Break On Through to the Other Side, End of the Night, Light My Fire, which I believe that was a song that actually put him out there, and Crystal Ship. This album is so dope. Like, Jim Morrison is arguably like basically one of my favorite frontmen. Like, just the way he presents himself, like his live performances, his poetry, and stuff like that. I know a lot of people kind of shit on the Doors, because they were like very controversial for the time though. But those this is like the lyrics, like they stood for something. They didn't really give a fuck and shit like that. So I'm gonna definitely do a review on this album. This is the Doors' first album, released in 1967. Oh, and by the way, this album was actually recorded in like a week, so that's something right there. I'm gonna definitely do a review on the album though. Next album, this is another classic album I had to pick up. This is yeah, the Stooges second studio album, Funhouse, released in 1970, also on Elektra Records. Um, the Stooges, very influential proto punk group. Iggy Pop, like the frontman right there. Iggy Pop definitely, hands down, one of my favorite frontman and like one of my favorite rock singers, though. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is like a guy. I'm gonna put it to you guys this way: if it was for Iggy Pop, there would be no Ozzy Osbourne. I'm just gonna tell you that for sure. Cause this guy Iggy, man, whew, unbelievably dope, dope, dope. Um, dope frontman right there. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, yeah. See, they dropped their first album, their self-titled first album, 1969. Very dope album. I need to get my hands on that. You know what I'm saying? And so, mm-mm. This album was released a year after. And one thing you might notice about this album, though, it has like a different sound because it's like more jazzier than the first one. I mean, because they were trying to experiment with jazz and punk a little bit. And so, yeah. I think the only single I know that came out of this album, I think it was Loose. Yeah, Loose was a single. Was it a single? Um, I I think this was a single. Yeah, I think Loose was a single, but correct me if I'm wrong. And yeah, so this was a very out there album. A lot of people kind of shit on this album because it wasn't like the first album, but overall, I thought it was, in my opinion, this is my favorite album from them, and I'm another album to review on. The Stooges, Funhouse, 1970, must have. Next album is this album, the Friday soundtrack, released in 1995 on Priority Records under EMI. Everybody and the moms know about this movie. Yeah, this is before I start. This is the This is the 2015 mastered edition. And what's interesting about this, like it has like it's a hologram cover and shit. So yeah, very dope right there. From like the Respect the Classics one. Yeah, so everyone and their moms know about this movie and shit. And one thing I love about this soundtrack, like if you play this soundtrack, it's not just a mixture of like new songs. It's like I love it's a mixture of old and new songs and shit like that. And very one of my favorite, probably one of my favorite hip hop soundtracks of all time and shit like that. I think this one, Menace to Society, and what's the other one? What's the other one? Other movie. What's that? Juice. Yeah, three of my favorite soundtracks when it comes to hip hop. Singles I was known for are Friday by Ice Cube, Keep the Heads Ringing by Dr. Dre, um, classic Dr. Dre song right there. Yes, like that. Every time I hear that beat, it just takes over. You know what I'm saying? What else? What else? I think, if I'm not mistaken, I think "Roll It Up, Light It Up, Smoke It Up" was a single from Cypress Hill, I think. And coincidentally, the song Ice Cube sung Friday actually got him beef with Cypress Hill, and I think I mentioned that when I talked about Cypress Hill just out. This the third studio album, Temples of Boom by Cypress Hill. I mentioned that, and I'm gonna definitely do a review on this. So I will get into more. If I either I might do a review on Cypress Hill first. I don't know, but I'm gonna talk about more of the beef. But I mentioned it before though. But yeah, this is a classic soundtrack. Like I definitely do review the Friday movie too. I mean, I've seen it like thousands of times and shit. Stuff, you know. Yeah, Friday soundtrack, 1995. Then we got my man Isaac Hayes. His second studio album, Hot Butter Soul, released in 1969 under Stax Records. Oh yes. Now we're getting into some really deep shit right here. Isaac Hayes, like he's a genius. This guy is a genius, you know. Singles albums known for are, I think, only came out with one, two singles. Excuse me. Walk On By was a single, and I believe if I'm not either, yeah, Walk On By and By the Time I Get to Phoenix. I love this song. That song By the Time I Get to Phoenix, and like I think like all of these songs right here are covers. I think every song except for One Woman. Yeah. So yeah, but I really did not know like because like at the same time he would add a lot of extra stuff to like the instrumentation. So that of course counts for something. And it's a shame too because a lot of people they know Isaac Hayes as the dude that's like made a Chef theme song, or the guy that plays Chef on South Park too. But like I was a fan of all before all that. Like of course, yeah, I knew about that stuff, but I dug deeper into his discography and stuff. You know what I'm saying? So hell yeah, this is a landmark album when it comes to Southern Soul, and this was released at a time when Stax Records was they lost Otis Redding 2 years prior, because Otis Redding died from a plane crash, and so they wanted a new star, and so Isaac Hayes when he did his first album presenting Isaac Hayes, that album did not really go anywhere, and I think Isaac Hayes considered quitting and just stick to being a songwriter and producer, but people were like, nah, bro, nah, you got this sound going on. Like, this sounds different from everybody else at that time. So that's where this album came out. Yeah, dope album, a classic album, soul music. Um, Isaac Hayes, man, late '60s and '70s. That's my favorite period from Isaac. and he has always like been one of my favorite influences in music. So must have in your collection. And the last album, y'all not ready for this. Y'all not ready for this. I mean, this is an album that many people have mixed feelings about, but this is Jay Z, the Black Album. This is his eighth album, released in 2003 under Rockefeller under Def Jam. Singles, Change Clothes, Dirt Off Your Shoulder. I hate that song. I'm sorry, I hate that song. And 99 Problems. And public service announcement. And what more can I say? Those are more like street singles though. This was widely publicized as his final studio album. And of course he did not retire. But yeah, what can I say about this album that has not been said? I like the album and I don't like the album. The production was great, but the production was not all the way great. Is it the classic album? Um, it could be a classic. I don't. I'm not trying to discredit people who call this album a classic album, but at the same time, I kind of feel like it's kind of overrated in his discography because this was like kind of like a publicity stunt. You know, after the whole beef with Nas and after like the disappointment with the Blueprint 2, and so he just be like, "Oh, I'm retiring. This is my last." So it was kind of like, okay, so although I was like, don't get me wrong. This album has bangers. It has bangers, but at the same time, the last couple songs off this album, like "Justify My Thug" and "Lucifer," I cannot stand those songs. Like, I know a lot of people love Lucifer, but I cannot stand that song. I kind of like that beat. It's kind of. Other than that, I'm gonna do a review. I'm gonna do a review on all these albums though, but this is some Jay Z Black album, 2003. Pick it up. And that's how the vinyls, folks. Yeah. I'm sorry it was a little short though, but I'm gonna definitely finish up that Q&A vid and stuff like that. So, peace.